NLP basically is the intersection between language and computer science. I'm a graduate student studying computational linguistics at Montclair State University. So my understanding of computational linguistics, or NLP, is the branch of artificial intelligence that deals with language. So what's a SpaCy? So SpaCy is a library that is resourceful for carrying out NLP tasks. If you have very large text and you need to figure your way around it, SpaCy is the best tool to use. And so there are different tasks you can use with SpaCy. You can use tokenization. You can do tokenization as part of speech, tagging, name entity recognition, nematerialization, and vector similarity. There are actually so many other tasks that can be done with SpaCy, but because this is a very brief talk, and I'm just going to just briefly talk about these tasks. Okay. So the first thing is I'm not a guru. My Python skills are very, very basic. So the first thing to go about is to obviously import a SpaCy, then you load your package, and so I'm just going to go right into, okay. So tokenization. So tokenization is a process of converting a text into smaller text. So for instance, you have a text like this in line 11. The tech company in Apple is looking at buying UK startup for $1 billion. So basically what tokenization does is it breaks down the text into smaller bits like this. So SpaCy comes with several attributes, several features. And so there is the token.txt, let me try to. Trying to. What's going on? I'm actually very nervous. Okay, yeah. Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
Again. Oh, okay. Okay. So so there is also parts of speech. So parts of speech like noun, verb, adverb, preposition, and the likes. So what SpaCy does is, okay, so these are several attributes that comes with SpaCy. This is the part of speech. This is the tagger, and this is the dependency label. And then this is lemmatized. We have the shape that shows basically the word shape, whether it's capitalization or it's punctuation and the likes. And there's also stop words. So there's this. Okay, so what I try to do is I have these quotes, and I'm trying to observe how many determiners is in this quote. So I can see that we have about 3 determiners in this quote. So this is an aspect of part of speech tagging, and then also with SpaCy you can actually remove stop words and punctuations. And I'm going to go on to, talk about name entity recognition. So name entity recognition is a natural language processing task that basically extracts entities, name entities and unstructured text. Basically, for instance, if you have a text and it will tell you whether a word is an institution, whether it's the name of a person or an organization and the like. So in this text here, said Tony Stark owns the company Stark Enterprises. Emily Clark works at Microsoft and lives in Manchester, UK. So in this line, what the results that we got shows that Tony Stark is a person. Stark Enterprises is an organization, and so on. And one thing I like about SpaCy is the fact that you're actually able to, the visualizations are really clear and very fancy. So another thing you can also do with SpaCy is to extract brand names. So there are so many things that can actually be done. I'm just going to try to run over. And I've mentioned the fact that you can extract entities and yeah, so in case you want to, you don't want, maybe you want a text, you want to max it, or you don't want, you want a part of the text to be unknown to maybe a user. You can actually do something by returning. You can define and remove the original word and then return the unknown. Okay, I don't know, maybe I still have time.
You have time.
Okay, I did not check the time. Okay, so okay, so I found this really, really cool actually. This, what's wrong with my browser? Okay, so this text, it says Indian man. So what I try to do here is I try to make the person and the organization unknown. So when you actually when you get the results, you realize that you don't actually know, maybe you're trying to protect the identity of whosoever is in the text, or you're just trying to be private, to just protect people's identity or their information. This is something you can do with SpaCy. And another task also you can do is you can also extract sentences from a very large text. Let's say you have a paragraph, or you have a document that is extremely large and you just want to extract some sentences. You can do that with SpaCy as well. And so there's what is called word embeddings. So basically word embeddings are, they're just representations of words. They want to show how similar they are. For example, let's say a word like what's the word? Maybe let's say coffee and tea. With embeddings, the embeddings will show that coffee is closely related to tea. So word embeddings will come up with vectors that shows, basically, I feel like the reason why we have word embeddings is to just show the similarities between, or the relationship between words. So let's say you have let's say we have words like coffee and tea, and you want to show how closely related they are, you can actually use word embeddings. And that's something, a feature, and with SpaCy. So there is this text, Doc 1, I like salty fries and hamburgers, and Doc 2 is fast food tastes very good. If I want to actually show the similarity between these words, I can actually use this feature in SpaCy, similarly. So all I'm just going to do is to pass the pipeline, the NLP pipeline, to the document, and then check for the similarity. So okay, I did this. So let's say you have a review of and this is something I found out that with this one I can actually be able to do something in line with sentiment analysis. For instance, you have, let's say, a review like the meal was amazing. second review is the meal was delicious, and you want to see how closely they are related, or maybe the review is positive, or whether the other review is or it falls in the negative category, or you just have to, you can as well do that with SpaCy. Yeah, okay, and you can also extract email addresses with SpaCy. There are actually a lot of things one can do with SpaCy, so I hope I've been able to.
That was awesome.
I had a question, if you're willing to take a question. Not to put you on the spot, but I had a question about the vector similarity. How does SpaCy know that coffee is related to tea? Like how or French fries is related to hamburgers in the example that you had? How, like, does SpaCy have some sort of, does it sort of have these words pre-programmed with attributes about them, or do you have any idea how that works under the hood?
Yeah, so I feel like SpaCy was probably trained with some documents. So I think with the documents, yes, so I feel he already has some pre-trained models, and so he's able to detect how close it is, how close they are to each other. Yeah. So yes, something like what to work here.
Thank you. That actually makes a lot of sense. I mean, I saw you loaded a medium-sized model at the very beginning, so it probably wasn't there. Thank you. That answers my question. That was great. Appreciate it.